Hello. The 2 a.m. timer to take my drops interrupted the end of my last video, so my last video will be video number 1 for Lyme disease supplements, and this is the beginning of video number 2. So we covered this stuff. I should just put them in the tub once I'm done going through them. Here, excuse me while I get up and put stuff in the tub here. Whoops. Rice pasta. Alright, cat, you're in my spot. Come on, get up. Get up, dummy. Yeah, you're stubborn, aren't you? Oh, both my cats are stubborn. Come on. Yeah, you don't know where to go. You love being on the bed. This is video number 2 for supplements. I should probably bring my blue tub. I get a little blue storage tub from Menards. I get about probably 50 of them full of crap I need to get rid of. Okay. Supplements. Long before my doctor diagnosed me with Lyme disease, a lot of the time my eyes would look glassy, like I was drunk, like I had about 2 or 3 beers in me. Except that happened when I would have sugar or oranges. My Lyme literate doctor kept asking me if I used drugs. He was almost sure I used drugs. I don't use drugs. I've never used any drugs. Any illegal drugs, never had weed or of course marijuana. I quit drinking basically in 2001. And I have never misused any pharmaceutical drugs. Nothing at all. And so way before I started seeing my doctor, my Lyme literate doctor, in 2004. He prescribed me with this stuff called Iodoral. Iodoral. And he didn't tell me why he prescribed it. He just says, I think he had me taking these once a day, 5 days a week for quite a while, and then I don't know, that was maybe 6 months or a year, and then had me go down to taking these once a week. And I think there's some kind of it says high potency iodine potassium iodine supplement. And the other Lyme literate doctor I only went to see once. She said that's for, I think, liver function. So another thing I recommend is keeping a little ring-bound notebook and write down when you take supplements. And because if you have Lyme disease, you probably got brain fog, and keep a log book of the supplements you take. You know, if you're taking a lot of supplements, you're going to need a full size, a ring bound that's 8.5 by 11. Well, this isn't a ring bound, but I just keep a record of the natural medicine antibiotics and this azithromycin that I take because I was diagnosed with pandas. Pandas, P-A-N-D-A-S, is something you can get from having undiagnosed, untreated strep throat, which a lot of people with Lyme disease get. And in the 90s, I was getting my throat would be sore much of the time, most of the time, and my tongue would start to tighten up to the point that I sounded like I had a lisp or something. But it literally felt like someone took a knife and somehow cut from my throat all the way up to the end of my tongue, right down the middle. That's the way it felt. And I started getting more brain fog and more tired from that summer of 2017. So August 2017, my doctor put me on azithromycin. Started out taking, I think, 2 of these a day for 5 days or 7 days, and then after that take these 2 a week. And my health has been up and down, up and down, up and down. It's pretty typical of people with Lyme disease. The health goes up and down, and it's pretty frustrating, as you could understand. I've told him I just haven't been feeling good, and he told me, well, you can take these again for take these pills, do that twice a day, for 5 days in a row again. And I've done that I think again once late last year, 2017, and then about 2 weeks ago I was pretty low on these, and I took them twice a day for 3 days, and I felt better for 3-4 days, and then back down again. It's very, very frustrating. 51 years old, and I live with my mom. I deliver pizza. I love my mom. I like my job. I wanted to have a manufacturing business and build things and get patents and work my butt off and have a house and a nice Mustang to drive home to, and have a hobby farm and lots of kids and a wife, a beautiful, sweet, loving wife that I could love back, that I could come home to, and Mustangs and pickup trucks, garden tractors, animals. I just imagine that could have been fun. Driving home in my Mustang to see my kids running out to me, but I'm not good at meeting women. I had this gal that I met at my job in 2006, and I fell in love with her. She worked with me at my job for a year, and then she had to go to the hospital for something, and then she moved back to Montana to live with her parents, and boy, it's a long story. And she went through several relationships. Then she became single. I told her I loved her. We texted every day for a year, and then she found another guy to date, and then she just cut me off. I said something that I thought I had to say to her, and then she got mad at me for saying that, and she cut me off, and we're no longer friends. So I still love her, but I was hoping, at 51 years old, I was hoping to have been married 25 years by now and accomplished a lot of things, but it didn't turn out that way. I was gonna bust my rear working hard, but Lyme disease really changed everything. This isn't really for Lyme disease, but I found this at my local co-op, and I used this in my bedroom to spray for spiders. And I've sprayed it on myself. I think you can, well, if you buy this stuff, read the warnings and the instructions. I think I did spray this on myself last summer to keep the mosquitoes off of me, and I think it worked pretty well. But spiders show up here in the room late summer, early fall, and I start spraying and spraying and spraying. I'll spray my feet, my feet, my legs, my ankles, so the darn spiders don't bite me while I'm sleeping, and it works pretty good. But I do believe this is all natural. Okay, how many minutes are we at? 11 minutes. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm pretty long-winded. I can really talk and talk and talk. Let's see. I also do not tell who my doctor is, because he doesn't want me talking on the internet about how he treats people or who he is. He has a waiting list. My Lyme literate doctor, if you want to see him, you're waiting 2 to 4 months to get an appointment with him. A long time ago, he had me start to take a vitamin D supplement, vitamin D3, 5,000 units. My vitamin D level was very low, and I was tired all the time, and he suggested I take his prescription grade vitamin D pills. I don't want to show the label, because the label would show what office he has. And I started taking stuff from a grocery store, and that just barely helped. And really, if your vitamin D level is low, get a prescription grade vitamin D pill, and not the store-bought stuff. I doubt if Walmart has any of the good stuff, but yeah, I got one of these left. I should get another bottle tomorrow or Friday. Let's see. Ashwagandha. It's supposed to help with depression, and it loses its effectiveness if you take it constantly. So my doctor suggested I take this, I think 3 weeks on, 1 week off. And to be honest, I haven't taken this in a while. I keep forgetting to take it. Let's see. And another thing that happens with some people with Lyme disease is they get poop breath. Their breath literally smells like poop. And of course, you're crazy if you're eating poop. And of course, I don't eat poop. And but this is what my doctor suggested I take to help my breath not be so unpleasant, and that seems to help. I haven't taken this in a while. This one's a multivitamin. I'm out of that. I need to buy some more of that. And then for people with Lyme, we often get brain fog, or our mental function is lacking. I highly suggest finding an omega-3 supplement to take. I get this from a local co-op, and this has helped pretty good. My stomach gets reacts to acidic stuff, and last summer I was taking up to 3 of these a day because the darn pandas was giving me brain fog, and I was getting my stomach upset, and but these are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, the pills are pretty large. These are 120 soft gels, 1200 milligrams fish oil with natural orange flavor. So these are pretty good. Oh, let's see. My doctor sells this stuff. It's Veracid. This is something you want to take to help fend off colds or the flu. Something else to consider. What else we got? This one I got from, I think, I think I got this from my co-op downtown, Garden of Life Zinc. I haven't taken many of those. I think that's also helpful for colds and stuff. Let's see. I highly recommend eating a salad every day. When you're taking supplements and pharmaceutical medicines can be acidic, and especially if you have leaky gut. I don't know. I seem to be really sensitive to acidic things, and so I highly recommend a salad every day. A good quality salad. And cucumber. I brought along a cucumber for the video. But like chocolates, meats, fats are acidic. In my previous video number 1, this is the juice I take when I take the Pure Paleo Protein. I love this stuff. This stuff has there's multiple different flavors of this. Vita Coco. This one has no sugar in it. It's sweetened with pineapple. This version came out in Walmart. It's thicker. It has more pulp in it, and darn, I just love drinking this one. I was drinking, I think, 2 of these a day, and I got my stomach really upset and too acidic, and I had to stop drinking them every day. I just bought this one a week ago. It's pretty good, though. I think, I don't know if Coca-Cola owns the company that makes this or not, but it's supposedly all natural. My doctor, sells like a digestive supplement and then a complete probiotic. And of course, you should stay away from sugar. Sugar is, in American foods, I mean, it's hard to find food in the United States that doesn't have sugar in it, or a little bit of wheat in it, or a little bit of soy, or a little bit of corn something. But like I said earlier, sugar causes inflammation, and Lyme disease causes inflammation. And if I understand right, you get brain inflammation from Lyme disease. And if you have wheat, it makes it worse. If you have dairy, it makes it worse. My local Quick Trip sells this tapioca pudding. It is, I just love this stuff. This stuff is so good. It's got sugar in it. sugar and egg in it. And I used to eat these to so I could help fall asleep, but I'm having so much trouble with my brain getting dopey, even if I have just a little bit of dairy, that I just almost never have dairy. Too much brain fog when I have dairy. I haven't had cereal in the morning and oh darn, how long? Since the early 90s. I just can't have it. I get too much brain fog. Okay, coconut water. Put that away. Put that away. Oh, we're at 20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes for video number 2. And put these supplements back in there. And this stuff is good. Aloe juice. I've kept it in the fridge. I haven't taken it in a while. It can gel up after a while, but I think it's this can last for quite a long time. Raw apple cider vinegar. This has antibiotic properties to it. And like I said in video number 2, please consider the sum total of antibiotic stuff you're taking, whether it's natural or pharmaceutical or a natural medicine antibiotic. You don't want to be taking a whole lot at once. Tell your doctor all the supplements you're taking, or whoever you're working with your condition, your Lyme. Tell them how much you're taking, because you don't want to take too much. If you're getting pain in your kidneys, then that's a warning. Tell your doctor. Tell your natural medicine practitioner that you're getting pain, and because you're in big trouble if your kidneys start to go, if your liver starts to go. That's bad news for you. I'm pretty sure I got this from my doctor, Kavanas. This is supposed to help with sleeping. I think I only took these one night and then I stopped. It made me kind of dopey the next day, so I stopped taking them. One of these bottles is about $80, so anyway, let's see. When I was on the pharmaceutical antibiotics metronidazole, metronidazole, and minocycline, minocycline. When I was taking those, my doctor had me taking this grapefruit seed extract. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't matter what video I'm going to take at home, my cats are going to interrupt me. So, I can't remember if my doctor wants me to take these right now. I've been out of these. I've been low on money. While I was on my pharmaceutical antibiotics, my doctor had me taking this stuff. I'm not taking that now. Yeah. And yeah, summer of 2017, I was really slowing down. Well, I was pretty depressed from the gal in Montana that I fell in love with. She had sent her last email to me in April of 2017 saying we're no longer friends. And I asked God, is there something I can take that's going to help me? And I started reading about turmeric. I had heard about it, but you want to take things to counter inflammation. And turmeric is one that'll help. Also, coffee is an anti-inflammatory, something you can take. Darn, I forgot to say at the beginning of this video, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a natural medicine practitioner. I'm just telling you stuff that I've learned through all the treatments I've taken for Lyme disease. All the stuff I've learned by reading. But my doctor sells this. Curcumin is a derivative of turmeric. This one, I get this at a grocery store in the northeast metro of the Twin Cities. And this stuff's pretty strong. If I take 2 of these a day, I'd have trouble sleeping at night. It's also a stimulant, so you want to take it at the beginning of the day. So I take 1 of these and 1 of these. For a while I was taking 1 of these and 2 of these, and I had trouble sleeping, but maybe it'll be different for you. I've had trouble with nausea, and I started taking ginger for that. Just, regular bottle of, well, this is garlic powder, but I'd take regular kitchen bottle type ginger and just put it on my food. It's pretty strong, but it's helped with nausea. I'm on my cell phone way too much every day, 4, 6, 8, 10 hours a day. Spend way too much time on my cell phone looking at the small print, and it's might be why I'm having trouble with nausea. Oranges are good for you, but they're on the acidic side. My local Quick Trip sells these potato wedges. I love eating these, but they have a little bit of wheat on them. And I'm suspecting they add to my depression that I deal with. And I'm just wondering if I should stop eating these. Okay, what else we got left? Walmart sells these. I love eating these. I have a super Walmart in the town that I live in. I love eating these, but they have maple syrup. Pretty much any sweetener can be just about as bad as sugar. Maple syrup, dried cane juice, just about anything other than stevia. Stevia is a healthy sweetener, but I even have trouble with stevia with my arms hurting, and my doctor finds that to be interesting. Let's see what else we got. I absolutely love these Dove chocolate bars, but they have sugar, so I should never eat one of these ever again. I think I told you I have leaky gut. Local Holiday gas station sells these. I love eating these, but I get tired if I eat these. So, anyway, let's see what company. Yep, the same company that I get the protein powder, or that makes the protein powder, sells these chocolate bars. They're expensive, $3 to $4 a bar. And I love eating these. These are sweetened. What are they sweetened with? Let me put my glasses on. Rice protein concentrate, maltitol syrup, unsweetened chocolate, soluble fiber from tapioca starch, glycerin, natural almond butter, tapioca syrup, inulin, erythritol, cocoa butter, coconut oil, brown rice crisp, whole grain brown rice flour may have added calcium carbonate, natural flavor, digestion resistant fiber, cocoa powder processed with alkali, sea salt, stevia extract. Contains almonds and coconut. Anyway, I love these, but I can't eat them every day. And the natural medicine antibiotic I started taking, I think it was May of 2016. Okay, which one is it? Okay. It's Byron White Formulas AL Complex. That's what I've been taking. You take the drops every 12 hours because apparently the little Lyme organisms in your body reproduce every 12 hours. My doctor wants me to take them as close to every 12 hours as possible. And I'm not really good at it, but anyway. And with that, he has me take these drops once a day. Just once a day. He also has me take, this is CBD oil. It's made from hemp. There is no THC in it. It's not made from marijuana. Hemp is very similar to marijuana plant, but it doesn't have THC. You're not going to get high taking this stuff. And people with like Lyme disease, cancer, and also AIDS have benefited from taking CBD. And there can be a big difference from one brand to another. This stuff cost me $109 a bottle for 1 ounce. Lasts me about 3.5 weeks, something like that. Same thing with this stuff. Cost me about a little bit over $100. Also lasts about 3.5 weeks. Excuse me, had a little burp there. Also another thing, you want to drink plenty of water. I would recommend for the average size person at least 4 large glasses of water. Maybe 5 or 6. If you're a large person, maybe a bit more. You can tell you're doing pretty good if you're probably drinking enough water if your urine looks like water. It has very little yellow color to it. But if you ever have blood come out of your urine, go right see a doctor within a day. That's danger. That something bad is going on if you have blood coming out of your urine. My local Cub Foods sells this. I just love eating these. These are gluten-free. I can't have wheat. I can't eat these every day. They have potato flour in them. Yeah, potato starch. And they also have turmeric in them. So if I eat a bunch before late at night, late in the day, I don't sleep as well. But these are really good. I love these. Okay, Terra, that same Cub Foods, the same aisle, has these Terra sweets and beets. It's sweet potatoes and beets. They're chips. And no salt added. Go and look these up and look them up. They're quite healthy to eat. They're 0 trans fat, saturated fat, 1 gram. Servings per container 5. So they're low on fat. The sugars in them would be natural. Ingredients: a blend of sweet potatoes and beets, expeller pressed canola oil and or safflower oil and or sunflower oil. These are good. But I have leaky gut. I also have malabsorption syndrome. And that's where my digestive system does not absorb food very well. So I have to eat more food. than a normal, healthy person. Add to that the leaky gut, which is cracks in the lining of the digestive system. When I eat these, here's a picture of what the food looks like. The beets are red, and the sweet potatoes are the yellowish color. When I eat these, my number 2 looks like I have blood in my stool. But that's just happens to me. I emailed this company about that. I told them my health conditions, and they had never heard of that ever happening to someone. I wouldn't be surprised if someone else out there with the same health conditions might experience the same thing. But these are so good. I love eating these. And boy, we're running out of stuff on my bed. I'm sorry. We're at, 36 minutes? And there's at least one more thing I want to get to show everybody that I forgot to bring out here. Let's see. Let me pull off my headphones. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that pause. In another video, I posted, this is what my mom cooks for me. This is long grain brown organic rice and wild rice, and then turkey meat, smoked turkey meat. And for a long time I was just eating long grain brown organic rice with this spice mix from a company that sells, darn, I can't remember their name. And they stopped producing the spice flavor that I liked about, good 2 years ago. And I got tired of eating just the plain stuff, and I was so depressed from the different things going on in my life, I didn't want to eat anymore. And so my doctor said add wild rice to have more protein. And then my mom started adding the turkey meat to give me more protein and more flavor. And my mom was making this using rice flour as a binder. And I was having a lot of trouble with pain in my arms last summer of 2017. And I was losing strength in my arms. And so recently I asked her to stop putting that in. She has put tapioca flour in instead. And that seems to help out. But our immune systems need something to work with. Your average American diet, the nutrients are cooked out of them. They're cooked out, and there's other additives, there's junk in there. We get pesticides in our foods. You can read about that a lot. And with Lyme disease, your immune system is weakened. And your immune system needs something to work from. It's just like your automobile needs gasoline or diesel. Well, unless you have an electric vehicle. Your electric vehicle would need electricity, of course. But I used to, when I would get a cold in the winter, it would be with me 4, 5, 6 weeks until it was finally fully gone from me. If I got the flu, it was with me 6, 7, 8 weeks until it was finally fully out of me. And I started drinking this stuff. I drink about 4 ounces a day. Look this stuff up. There's no sugar in it. It's a Naked brand Green Machine flavor. I highly recommend this stuff. If I feel a cold coming on or the flu coming on, a lot of convenience stores sell the smaller bottles, and I'll get 2 of the smaller bottles, just down them. And I think once a couple of years ago, I stopped a cold in its tracks. I was at work, and I felt like something was coming on. I drank 2 of them, and it went away. But since I started drinking this, yeah, my colds will be over in probably about 2 weeks. I haven't had the flu this last winter, of 2017, 2018. But I've been drinking this stuff for, I don't know, 3, 4 years. And this helps my immune system to work better. Boy, I apologize for going long in my videos, but there's a lot to cover. What else? Oh, I love these. I love these. My doctor, I think, would not recommend me to eat these because they're very sweet. Any dried fruit is just about like having sugar. I just love eating these. I gotta say again, I'm not a doctor, not a naturopath, and I'm just telling you what I've learned from my journey with Lyme disease. If you haven't seen it, please see video number 1. I will give both videos the same title, but video number 1, video number 2. And I think I've covered just about everything I can. Probably your worst enemy. For anyone that has Lyme, probably your worst enemy is having wheat because of the brain fog. Probably number 2 would be dairy because of the brain fog. And number 3 would be sugar because, sugar feeds Lyme disease. Lyme disease just loves sugar. It just loves a lot of sweeteners. It's almost like giving a crack addict, a suitcase full of crack. It's bad for them. You don't want sugar. I love sugar. I love sweets, to be honest. So, I'd eat these every day. I'd eat 2 or 3 of these a day if I could, but I can't. Yeah, that's just about it. Well, I thank you for watching this very, very long video on the supplements I take. Please like and subscribe, and see my other videos. I have probably about 140 videos right now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.